Hi, good evening, everybody. Thank you for joining in and being a part of this evening. My name is Swapnil Chodankar on behalf of TCS iON, and I welcome you all to today's Jobinar AIML, all for all, everyone, everywhere patterns. And let's quickly start. Now, for all those who have joined, and you all may have a question, what is a Jobinar? So let me quickly tell you, a Jobinar, TCS iON Jobinar is a program through which we reach out to all and give a perspective, a 360-degree view about what's happening in the industry and in the job world. Why have we named it Jobinar? Of course, it's a webinar with an intent to make you understand the job opportunities for career streams. We have this every second and fourth Thursday of the month, and we hope that we are adding value to you in your search for a bright and rewarding career. Now, about today's topic, we are thrilled to welcome a diverse audience, students from different universities, learners from private colleges, working professionals, and even those in the final semester of their studies, preparing to step into a professional world. We also have individuals who are already in jobs but are eager to upskill and explore the incredible opportunities in AI and ML. This session is for each one of you because we know how important it is to build the right skills for a successful career. Now, in today's Jobinar, we'll dive deep into artificial intelligence and machine learning and how are they reshaping careers across various domains like engineering, management, non-engineering fields, and beyond. Imagine being a civil engineer using AI to analyze materials for earthquake resistance, a lawyer employing data materials to predict case outcomes, or a business professional optimizing supply chains with machine learning. The beauty of AIML is in its accessibility. No need for a computer science degree to get started. Uh, we believe that you'll discover how you can start by today's Jobinar after this session is over. And for all of this, we've got an expert speaker with us today, Debashish Roy. Debashish, I'll just give you all a short intro about Debashish. He is a domain consultant in Tata Consultancy Services, and he has completed his ME Software Engineering from Jadavpur University, Calcutta. He's been working with Tata Group of companies for 18 plus years and is a subject matter expert in diverse technical domains such as big data analytics, data engineering, cloud computing and architecture, data science, artificial intelligence, machine and deep learning, DevOps, MLOps, IoT, and the list goes on and on. He has worked as a technical lead for conceptualizing and implementation of hands-on environment on the TCS iON cloud platform and for higher education learning products and guided multiple technical projects. So let's not wait. It's time to dive into our exclusive session. A very warm welcome to you, Debashish.
Thank you so much, Swapnil.
You're
I hope
much
I'm
welcome.
clearly audible.
Yes, you absolutely are, and it's a pleasure to have you.
Thank you.
Let's quickly give the stage to Debashish. So I'll ask Debashish the first question. How is AIML shaping current job market, especially for freshers, and what opportunities or challenges career paths should a job seeker consider in evolving AIML landscape? Debashish, over to you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. So, Swapnil, for answering this question, I would like to take up one slide where I would talk about the opening of AIML, that how it is opening the job market. See, the thing is that first I would like to talk about straight away that, see, today each and every domain, or if each and every area where people are applying, the door is opening to artificial intelligence and machine learning. Okay, now in artificial intelligence, machine learning is not only restricted to like engineers, it is actually open for everyone. Say for example, engineers in IT would be working with like creating the machine learning and like engineer work as a data analyst, work to create, say for example, different models for artificial intelligence to work with that. But from the perspective of non-engineers, say for example, civil, I will come to that in details later on, that when it comes to civil, how the civil would use artificial intelligence in the domain that they are working. How, like the architects, would be using the CAD systems driven by artificial intelligence to open the market. The scope is immense and huge. So basically, now knowing artificial intelligence is a necessity for any job market that is coming in the opening the door in the future, okay, and in the present as well. So today if you go and say, see, I am a expert in, say, mechanical engineering, the first question that would come in, okay, so you are from mechanical engineering background, do you have any understanding of artificial intelligence and how you can implement it in this domain? Talk about not even engineering domain, even for healthcare professionals today, if the field of biotechnologies or if the field of clinical technologies that we call across, there also artificial intelligence has paved the path for the treatment and working with the, say, telemedicine and other area, where this has become very important for even the practitioners to know what is artificial intelligence and how it works. If we talk about the legal, that is totally a different domain. Working with thus such an huge amount of data and, say for example, cases and verdicts and all that comes as a manual and that is stored in libraries. Working with that, finding it in analysis of the data itself, using the chatbots and the generative AI agents to come across and find a relevant solution to what has been predicted in such a scenario or a case, that has come across very handy in cases of legal resolutions. If we talk about even humanities, there, like say for example, content writing related to artificial intelligence, that domain has opened a different domain altogether. If we talk about business administration or MBAs and BBAs, for you, like the marketing, the sales, the HR, the finance, everything is a door where AI would help you to take you to the next level of your job and the career perspective. Now, talking about the market itself for ML, AI, and this, if you go to Glassdoor or Indeed or Naukri, you will see the amount of job openings that are listed and posted. So that's why I did not tend to actually open that and show you this, because you can simply do that. What I want to show you, tell you, is that if you use these search engines to see what is the door or what is the job requirement as on today's date, you will be amazed that this is the highest paid and the highest number of requirement as on today's date. So it is absolutely mandatory, no matter what you are doing, where you are, or what kind of job opportunities you want. AI, understanding AI, ML, and all these things is very much pertinent and important. Absolutely.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Debashish. So, audience, you've heard it from the expert itself. He said that in the search engines like Naukri and all of that, AI ML has the maximum package that y'all are looking at. And who doesn't want a big package salary? So, this session, be attentive, everyone. We will give you all insights about AI ML. And the next question to you, Debashish, is what are some of the biggest misconceptions about AI ML
Mm.
career and how can students overcome them?
Absolutely. See, first of all, let me tell you, let me come to, there are multiple communications and misconceptions. Point number one, AI ML is going to take away jobs. First misconception that comes across, and it is being broadcasted in multiple media, newsletters, and everywhere, that AI ML, okay, oh my god, this is a threat, it is going to take away jobs. No, it is not going to take away jobs. It is going to reshape the job market. It is going to reshape, it is already doing it. It is a very gradual process. Okay, it is not one fine morning you wake up and see that your the job has entirely changed. No, it is actually taking its trend, it is actually reshaping it for anything that is better. So what is the thing is that now everyone has to learn and understand what artificial intelligence, machine learning, all these things can do. So once you are into it, it is going to give you better opportunities. It is going to save time, money. It is going to increase and enhance the business opportunities. It is going to hyper personalize anyone's requirements. So you get exactly what you want rather than beating around the bush as we talk about. You're going to get pinpoint to the requirement of the customers. It is going to predict the market. It is going to create an environment which is much better than eventually we are doing. So say for example the automotive industries. Today we are also thinking about like ADAS, advanced driving assistance systems. We are talking about self-driven cars. Now think about it. So with the advent of IoTs and artificial intelligence, it is already finding these kind of comfort it is going to provide you. Now once it is like make like it is going to go in a way that the production becomes very higher, so the cost will also come down, so everyone can afford. The affordability comes with the production and the usage. So naturally these kind of niche technologies, when it comes as a very like a regular requirement and usage, the cost obviously will go down and it will have an like a better living for the entire society and will create more jobs pertaining to this. That is first misconception. This is going to take away jobs. No, it is going to create opportunities. Second misconception. For working with artificial intelligence, you need to be an engineer. No, you don't need to be an engineer. Anyone who has a logical sense of mind can go with artificial intelligence and machine learning. What you need is an elementary understanding of statistics and mathematics that we all study in our graduations or in 11 and 12. Okay, so do not fear that statistics, oh my God, this is very difficult. No, it is not difficult. It is just the basics. Even if you want to dig into it. But if you want to be a user of it, then even you don't need to know that. It is fine. So it is for everyone. It is not only restricted to engineers, but it is for everyone. For management students, for finance students, for engineers, for each and every one. AI ML understanding it to the level that you can use it, you can talk about it, you know what is very much important, and you can apply that in your own field of interest and your own business domain. So the second misconception, that there are two common misconceptions that comes across. So these are the twos.
Thank you so much, Debashish. So, by what you said, what I believe is that everyone should have an open mind. They should have a passion to learn. And if yes, then I'm sure that they can upskill themselves and be there and, make the most out of this. Correct?
Absolutely.
Wonderful. So the next question that I have for you, Debashish, is, but before I just take that question, there's a question that was asked by Akshita. She says, "Sir, what is machine learning and what is the connection with artificial intelligence?"
Yes, a very good question. In fact, I will show one slide pertinent to this. Let me talk about it. Since you have asked a question, I'm just going to explain it to you. Then again, I'll come to this formally. See, the thing is that artificial intelligence is a domain. Okay, it is the domain within which you have machine learning. Machine learning provides certain algorithms. These algorithms helps the machine to be trained with a set of data, so that once it is trained, it knows that how to deal with a similar scenario. If we talk about machine learning, or if we categorize them, it can be categorized into supervised machine learning, where you tell exactly like a supervisor or like a teacher, you explain what is it to the machine. Say for example, you show different thousands of shapes of a kind of an apple and tell that these are all apples. You give you 10,000 images of oranges and you say that these are oranges. So the machine now knows that whatever the shape can be, this is an apple and this is an orange, right? So that is a supervised learning. Now this is called labeled data. When you come across like say for example data where it is not labeled, but you measure that or you train them with based off some distance calculation or some clustering methods and all, these are called unsupervised learning. Also, there are some categorized, which is a combination of these, which is called semi-supervised learning. Okay. And also there are things when it is nothing, but you experience and learn, then that is with a sense of some like a child learns when it directly starts hit a particular say a blockage or a road or a wall and understand, so this is not the right path, and then again you backtrack and you take a route. So when you go across this way, this is a example of a reinforcement learning over there. So these are all parts of machine learning. Now when you come across in a detailed version where you think like our brain with multiple neurons working together and you train accordingly, you come to the domain of say deep learning. Now when you again get to a little deeper of that, you come to specialize of the natural language processing, like the way you are asking questions. Now, the same question can be framed by a different student, but the essence would be the same. So, it is a role of NLP or natural language processing to work under this. Similarly, you have vision intelligence. Similarly, you have conversational experience. Similarly, you have like the generative AIs and so on. Okay, now all these can come across the domain of artificial intelligence.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Debashish. I hope that answered your question, Akshita. And in case if you all have any questions, you all can type it in the chat. Debashish will definitely look into it and answer it. I saw a few questions saying, Samiksha says, is AI making us jobless? Is it a myth or a reality? Then there was
It
another
is
question by Prashanta. So Debashish just touched upon it and he said that AI will not take our jobs away. It's just going to make our life much more easier. The quality of work will improve and it's going to help us in the future. So, if you all are listening to Debashish, I'm sure all your questions will be answered. And coming back to the session, Debashish, I have another question. Would it be great if, if you can cover some AI/ML driven innovations? You mentioned that you've got a slide set in which various fields like engineering, non-engineering, and how
yes,
should our students attending this Jobinar today can prepare for these changes. So students,
right.
everyone, we don't want you to spam the chat. Just pay attention to what Debashish says. I'm sure your questions will be answered. Over to you, Debashish.
Thank you so much. I'm sharing my slide. So,
Okay, so while you're sharing this, Akshita has acknowledged. She said, thank you so much for explaining, sir.
you're most welcome. Okay, so I hope this screen is visible.
Yes, it is.
Thank you so much. So I was coming down to this one. Actually, I was explaining this concept that Akshita asked, that like machine learning, as I mentioned, is basically a part or a domain of artificial intelligence. The domain itself is AI. And once we get into the deeper part of it, now machine learning has multiple, say, algorithms, like as I was talking about the different segments of machine learning. So it is like it focuses on the development of computer programs that can access the data and to learn by themselves. Now, obviously, for that, you need to create models, need to feed with multiple data over there. And the primary aim, obviously, is to make computers learn automatically without human interventions or assistance, like like our brains, like we learn accordingly, right? Like we think and learn. So systems or machines can also behave and react to data once they are particular trained with and the model is being created. Now, for this training and this creating the model and all these things, the entire domain of AI plays important role in it. Okay, so machine learning provides multiple algorithms over there, as I was talking about. Deep learning, in one word, if I would like to say, it is like the complex neurons that we have with different layers of learning. Like you memorize, if you forget, you go back again, you memorize. Like these kind of thing, if you are working with this, then you go with the deep learning concept where you have recurrent neural network and so on. Okay, the convolutional neural network, recurrent neural network, and all these things in details. Then the domain of generative AI, also some specializations, as I did not mention in this particular image, is the natural language processing, vision learning, and vision intelligence, and so on. So all these are the part, conversational experience, all these are the part of the domain of artificial intelligence. Okay. Now, let me talk about the business domains across different sectors. That is, I'll that in different sectors how this helps. Okay. Now, as I was talking about while answering to Swapnil's first question itself, see what the thing is that it is artificial intelligence today is needed in actually all the domain an industry can provide. Okay, be it anything. Starting from here, I have listed only six, but actually, each and everything that you can think of, trust me, AI is there. You have to implement, either AI has already been implemented or AI would be implemented in near future. So it is not restricted to only the domain of engineers. It is the now for everyone. If we talk about healthcare, some examples quickly going across. Now the enhanced diagnostics. Think about the diagnostics right now, the imaging that it does. Okay, automatically pointing out to any kind of anomalies being detected with the high rated CT scans and MRIs. Okay, and the sonographies. How it does? It is simply vision intelligence and the model that understands that what is a regular cellular pattern and what is the problem over here. So it immediately compares, finds out the problem and detects how it is. So even suppose with the cellular structure, it gets to understand that whether it is a kind of aplasia that is going on. Aplasia is a cellular metabolism where it moves backward, which is particularly to any kind of cancerous growth over there. So it straight away comes to whether any kind of aplasia is happening or the cellular pattern is irregular. Even it can go to that detailed understanding and can predict. Without the role or without the like the advent of artificial intelligence and the deep learning, this is not possible along with vision intelligence. Drug discovery, patient care. Today, with the patient care, working with like the robotic surgery, telemedicine, doctors staying from far actually operating through like telemedicines and robotic surgery using the combinations of IoT as well as artificial intelligence with this. The robotic surgery itself is a combination of different machines and the artificial intelligence over there. Even today, like the say, for example, there is a problem with the sinoatrial node, SA node, like the pacemaker, and it is being adjusted from outside through a remote control. This happens. So, if we talk about the industrial factors, straight away the industries, factory automation. The maximum part of the automation and the control of the automotive movements happens through artificial intelligence driven machines. Predictive maintenance. Like whenever suppose predictive maintenance happens is invoked by automatically by a machine or a self-diagnostic routine is invoked when it says that okay, something is going wrong. The output which is supposed to be produced to X level is not to X but is below that or it is more than that. So obviously predictive maintenance is invoked and it can auto-correct it or self-correct it by running diagnostic routines to work on that. Precision agriculture is another area which is coming up in a market and is being used with artificial intelligence. If you are from the domain of the commerce or the finance, the financial technologies, obviously the fraud detection, algorithmic trading, personal finance, all these are the pertinent area where it moves. In the transports, autonomous cars, as I was talking about, when it identifies the ADAS or finding out like the any obstacles, it automatically understands and diverts the route and moves across once the destination is set. Automated trucking and the aerospace. Aerospace is definitely like the control with the AI and it directly without the advent of this cannot work. In the government, the smart city projects are a combination of Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, the cloud, the big data, everything together. Okay. In the defense, we're like working with, suppose, the drones along with the artificial intelligence like the devices being given over there to identify what it is picking up, to understand where it is targeting or what it is targeting, what kind of image it is getting, predicting that all comes under the AI domain. Safety and security. Similarly, other domains, the education industry. Today, education industry is AI is being used to understand and see where the gap is to create materials which will automatically self-create based on the understanding that you're doing. The gaming industry today, like obviously any kind of games that you people are engaged in, like already have the AI built in this, like starting with the chess-based game that is the basic to the high-end companies which comes up cross with multiple image-based games with the Roblox and so on. Similarly, with the media sector, along with the marketing, like the sports, all these sectors, AI is now in this each and every fields and the domain itself. If I talk about the scopes of artificial intelligence in business and for finance graduates. Now, in this case, if we talk about that, like use of AI ML for strategic planning, operational efficiencies, competitive advantage, time saving, quality control, cost reduction, innovation, risk management, all these are the part where artificial intelligence comes across, right? Now, if you talk about a business graduate, whoever is like, say, for example, you are a BBA or an MBA, or you are pursuing any kind of business administration, then different specification or different fields, artificial intelligence will help you for the strategic planning, the operational efficiency, competitive advantage, the quality control, cost reduction, innovation, risk management. The use of AI across various sectors opens path for enhanced customer services, personalization, demand forecasting, enhanced customer engagement areas. So these are the area. Now with you can work with a team of AI developers and business domain experts if you are a business domain specialist, and for the financial and the business sectors, and can have a major contribution in the field of this if you are yourself not coding. But you need to have a solid understanding of what is artificial intelligence and how it is moving. Now it is used in different sectors with the human resource. Whenever you are planning, say for example, in the human resource, you can think of like attrition. Now there are multiple case studies which comes across for the HR predictions, like HR say attrition prediction that is working. For the sales, how to do the sales forecast. For marketing strategies. For finance, what is the, like we're talking about the finance marketing, the finance market. How, if you're investing in this kind of a company, then how it will take my investment to grow. If you are investing on the mutual funds, the investments are all into the using the AI algorithms to work on that. Supply chain operations, the legal and compliance, all these area where artificial intelligence would actually have the best of its applications running right now to give you the best output. One simple use case I can talk about, like say for example, AI driven demand forecasting for sales. Now sales of anything you take about, right? Whenever you talk about the product, if you talk about the market, if you talk about the competitive advantage, if you talk about the predicting the market fluctuations, artificial intelligence would be there to control each and everything. Now, if you are within your own domain as a business administrator, or you are a fresh finance graduate, but you have also learned artificial intelligence, then how it is going to help you? You can go with artificial intelligence domain expert. Now, what is domain expert? The moment you say I'm a domain expert, that means you know the business. Okay, so that is why you are artificial intelligence domain expert. You can be a business intelligence analyst, you can be a data analyst, you can be a financial credit risk analyst who would calculate like who are the fraud detectors and all these things. So these are some of the samples. If you look into, as I was mentioning, if you look into the LinkedIn, or if you look into your say Indeed or Glassdoor or any of the jobs like sites, you will see plenty of job roles opening for these things, and these are high end opening for all the business administration and finance graduates. And each and every JD will actually have across, if you can add that AI within it, then obviously you are the preferred one. If we talk about scopes of AI ML in healthcare domain, now in healthcare domain, as I was talking about, like data infrastructure setup for complex biomedical research and analysis. Now if you are into the biotechnology, okay, if you are into the genetic engineering, if you are into different domains, like say for example, if you come across like genetic engineering, biotechnology, if you are into like even for the like the food processing technologies also. Now in this case, the artificial intelligence will help you to specify the infrastructure setup for complex research and analysis, where the lots of data would be actually fed to the system to create the model to come across a concrete solution or a model for artificial intelligence and machine learning to predict the outcomes. If you are trying to, say for example, analyzing a protein chain synthesis, and you have a model created to understand what complex chain analysis it is doing, and what is it a different gene like a sequence of the gene like the gene genomes that it is creating, or it is the same sequence of the protein chain that it is working on. This works, AI can help you to categorize them properly to give you a proper answer. Data ecosystems and easy patient monitoring is there for like patient information transfer and to help the patient straight away to work with it. One example is robotic surgery that has now become very popular. Collaboration with other institutions for quicker research outcomes by data sharing, patient care and record management with personalized treatments, predictive analysis for disease prevention and precautionary steps. All these things, if you are with your own domain and have an idea of artificial intelligence, these are the area where this growth is now very prominent. Use cases can be enhanced hospital administration with personalized healthcare management. Even this is applicable for like the BBA and the MBA students. Also, this is for any of your healthcare sector, like say for example, like genetic engineering, biotechnology, along with MBA. So with AI coming across, research and discovery using systematic clinical trials and data emulation. So these are the area where artificial intelligence really helps. Job roles can be biomedical data analyst, clinical data engineer straight away, biomedical data scientist. So all these are some of the area where it can work with. Now, if we come to like the civil engineers with the knowledge of AI domain, how it helps. Now, obviously, when the civil engineers are there, like civil engineer know, like in their entire, if you are what learning as a civil engineer, you know, during the entire study, you have gone through the understanding of the architecture, how to create, what are the area, what is the mix, etc., etc. Now you can collaborate with AI teams to integrate the civil engineering data and practice into AI projects. So many things can be automated, many things can be done in a way that would save time, cost, and will be more accurate in planning. It will be more, you can create an emulation more with much more higher accuracy than without artificial intelligence, how you can work with this. Now, Fatima, I'll take questions later on, okay? I can see one interesting question, but I'll take this later on. So provide expertise on infrastructure design, construction process and materials. Project analysis with AI-enabled BIM. BIM is Building Information Management, authoring tools for project analysis, drawing, creating high fidelity prototypes. All these things can be done with the knowledge of AI for the civil engineers. Validate AI model for civil engineering applications, including project planning and management, risk mitigation and management. Now, use cases can be sustainable infrastructure projects. Like it can be like the green design of complex and buildings, renewable energy integration. All these are the area where sustainable infrastructure projects can be developed using artificial intelligence and the knowledge of civil engineers. Now, what can be the possible job roles? The job roles can be civil domain engineer, construction manager, automation expert, structured design modeler. So these are some of the area. If we talk about electrical, electronics with the knowledge of AI domain, so I'm covering the electrical as well as the electronics engineers. Also, you can think about the communication engineers I'm covering over there. So here you're collaborating with AI teams to predictive and preventive maintenance of electrical, electronics, and communication equipments. Design and emulate high fidelity prototypes with AI models of layout, design, and networks. Design system of network optimization, predictive maintenance of communication channels, virtual assistants, RPA, and fraud prevention. RPA is robotic process automations and fraud prevention. Use cases can be talked about anti-theft control of automatic teller machine using wireless sensors, where AI actually helps in identifying what is a kind of a who is trying to do this malpractice and identifies it. Advanced healthcare support, tracking patients' real-time health data, streamline hospital operations. Job roles can be design quality engineer, PLC automation engineer, model designer, network engineer for telecommunications, that is why telco. So these are the area where artificial intelligence, along with your domain of electrical, electronics, and communication engineers can comes into play. If we talk about like the mechanical engineers, and within the mechanical you have multiple domains. So obviously we are using the power of CAD tools along with AI, okay, with model-based reasoning to work with artifacts, design, rules, and issues, to work on softwares that can handle data from sensors in the parts of power plants, manufacturing plants, consumer goods, aiding the process of smart manufacturing and robotics. So use cases can be robotic surgery, as I was talking about, vehicle control, like overspeed indication and automatic accident avoiding system for four-wheelers. Job roles can be mechanical research engineer, intelligent CAD system engineer, robotics engineer, mechanical design engineer. All these are the different area for mechanical engineers. If we talk about computer science engineers, now obviously design AI models based on different domain, industry, and use case. So you guys would be supporting all other business domains, all other say area where you are going to code for others, create the model for others. Obviously, they would be helping, their input would be invaluable for your work, but you would be actually creating the model and helping them out. Intelligent network analysis and model development, research and analyst of market scenario, predictive prescriptive analysis, automation, intelligent visualization, etc. So you would be working with that. Use cases can be like intelligent operations on other domains, services, and security, business intelligence, predictive analytics, and other operations. Job roles are AI ML engineer, automation expert, business intelligence engineer, and data engineer. So these are the job roles categorically to you. Now, whatever I mentioned over here for different job roles, for different engineers and non-engineers, these are some indicative. Obviously, there are many, many more job roles and opening over there. Okay. Now, if I talk about a use case that is developing a smart city, so see, there are multiple players into this. A mechanical engineer, a civil engineer, an electrical engineer, and a computer engineer. Everyone comes into this. If I take this smart city development use case, so smart lighting, like daylight harvesting, load management, ambience, utility improvement. These are the critical verticals where all will contribute. Smart waste management with intelligent waste management, collection sensors, automated robotic mechanisms. You can see all these job roles, all these engineers together come into play to give this use case. Smart transportation, smart parking, parking availability for monitoring and maintenance, environment monitoring, so the ESG, smart city, and emission control, all these comes into play. Now look into this. Think about this scenario. Here, all the engineers, no matter whether you are from IT or non-IT, come into develop this. Not less. If you are from the legal, you are into this because you have to validate all the protocols. You need to specify all the go aheads and what you can do and what you cannot do. So people from legal will also come into this picture. People from finance obviously will come into this picture because without the investment and without the budget being sanctioned, this is not possible. With the AI, you can do this job in a much better way. Now think about people from business administration. You would be coordinating all these entire activities along with the artificial intelligence tools and the report generation tools. You would be working in this. So this particular project is not only for the engineers, but also for all other supportive, like the ancillary support, be it HR, be it finance, be it legal, be it, say, any kind of business administration, anything. So one single project, my idea to tell is one single project is not only restricted to one particular engineer or a non-engineer. It requires everyone. And everyone forms a team when everyone has a moderate amount of knowledge about the business domain, the technology, and the most important of all is the common thing that is being used, that is artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning, etc. So to whatever level you are using it, you have to know what is it all about. Otherwise, you'll not be able to contribute as much. So your scope would be then limited.
Thank you so much, Devashish. Yeah, you've got another slide, okay?
No, this is just the future is AI and the future is human. So that is how
Right.
it is. The advent of generative AI expands the arc of traditional machine learning with AI and the recognition. It is fueled by cloud. The combination of AI capabilities is creating new possibilities and new opportunities for every human. And it is elevating the entire business performance.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Debashish. It was a detailed presentation because I saw many of the members put in their questions in the chat. Mudaffal, you said that if you're starting your journey, what is the best resources if you want to do it? Should you do it full time or part time? There were questions. Twinkle, we hear you. You said that you want to become an ML engineer. What should you do? Where should you start? Shivam, Naitik, most of you all have similar kind of questions. Even Nana, you said that you want to grow in every field and how there are so many risks. What should we do? How should we go about? So we've got all this covered for you. I'm going to touch upon it in a bit while y'all are uh, putting your answers for that particular question. Let me quickly take you all through. So, as a part of our commitment to providing you with the best career opportunities, we are excited to share two incredible AI/ML programs launched in collaboration with prestigious institutions like IIT Kharagpur and IIT Dhanbad in partnership with TCS iON. Now, these programs are designed to help you break into rapidly growing AI/ML fields regardless of your background. Whether you're a fresher or someone looking to switch careers, these courses are tailor made for you. Now you see IIT Kharagpur course, which focuses on hands-on AI skills for real-world application. Now, this ensures that you're industry ready. The program provides practical experiences with real data sets and industry connections, empowering you to secure high paying roles in AI/ML. You see this that it's mentioned on the slide that it's a 80/20, which means 80% practical learning, 20% theoretical learning. There are live lectures that are going to happen. You see the top faculty that's going to be there. It's a total of 100 hours experiential learning. Now, for those who are working professionals, it's going to be weekend sessions. So it's tailor made as per your preference. The best part about this, upon the completion of this course, you all will receive a certificate. And the top 10%, whoever scored good, will be given an opportunity to visit the campus and be handed over the certificate in person. So you see the cohort three. This is the third batch that's going to be starting. It's going to start on the 18th of January. That's a date to remember. So anyone who's interested, you all can apply for this course. The links will be provided to you in the chat. The potential job roles. Debashish took you all through all the potential job roles in all the different domains. So you all know how important AI/ML is. We'll quickly also look at the next one. Similarly, IIT Dhanbad's collaboration with TCS iON brings forward cutting edge program designed to make AI/ML learning practical, accessible, and industry oriented. Now, this program focuses on hands on learning, industry case studies, real time insights. It also allows you to specialize in areas like data analytics, modeling and visualization, natural language processing, and computer vision. Now we understand how important it is for you to get a job, at this level or in this time. So by enrolling for any of these programs, you're not only gaining knowledge, but you're positioning yourself for success in one of the most sought after fields today. So as you all had questions, how to start, this is where you all start. Additionally, students who've scored 70% and above, we also give you an added advantage such as internship opportunities. Most of you all have questions. What about the jobs? How will things be? This is the opportunity for you. There'll be visibility to job roles in leading companies. 3,000 plus companies is what we have. This opportunity is to learn from the best and take your career to new heights. You heard Debashish speak. He's one of the best that we have. Now you see IIT Dhanbad has, the overview has been mentioned there. It's 200 hours of learning. And this is going to start in the third week of February. So any of y'all who want to enroll, y'all can enroll for this right now. Just click on the link. It'll give you more information. And so there's a QR code mentioned there as well. You can scan the QR code. You would get more information. So again, this is to who can, who is recommended for this particular course: freshers, individuals pursuing bachelor's, master's degree, aspiring for career in the field of data analytics, NLP, computer vision, junior and mid-level career professionals looking for accelerated growth in salary hike. Now, you also had a few questions asking how is, about the security about AI/ML. So we would want to train you guys. If y'all are trained, y'all can definitely be there and prevent any malpractices from happening, right? So having said all of this, we've given you an overview of both the courses. I want to ask Debashish once again. Y'all, the QR code is on the screen. While I ask Debashish, y'all can just scan the QR code for IIT Kharagpur, for IIT Dhanbad, ISM Dhanbad. While y'all do that, Debashish, can you all just tell about these courses like with IIT Kharagpur and IIT ISM Dhanbad in collaboration with industry giants like TCS iON? It's designed to make AI/ML accessible to everyone. What are your thoughts about it?
Yeah, thank you,
Even
Swapnil.
those who are from non-technical background, yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Swapnil, for asking this question. Well, first of all, these are IITs. Okay. So the moment you talk about IIT, you understand the quality. Now, when the industry experts like TCS and IITs are joining hand, obviously you can understand the impact that it has or the certificate has in the industry itself. I would like to tell you I would like to share one data, like say for example, the IIT KGP or the IIT Kharagpur is being used internally by TCSers to gain a certification of a very specialized level. And trust me, like there are like in a individual cohort there are like 5,000, 6,000 like TCSers joining this course just to get the certificate of both IIT and TCS ION. So this is going to enhance the career within TCS as well as outside. Okay, now this, why did I say this or why did I mention it? I mentioned it to just emphasize that it is not only that the level of this course is such that it is going to benefit starting from a beginner to a very like seasoned, experienced professional within the industry itself. Now, this is being taken by industry IIT KGP or IIT Kharagpur professors, along with industry domain experts who would be actually taking or like taking you through a complete hands-on based learning where you would be able to learn, you would be able to practice. The entire journey would be like absolute. Okay, and walk you through the course itself, giving you immense opportunities to showcase your skill to any employer in the world who would like to hire you. That is one for this. Second is IIT Dhanbad. Now, IIT Dhanbad, when it comes to this particular course, it is a very specially curated course to give you a specialization program. Now, what happens is when you take this is about like when you talk about this particular program, it has two parts. One is the general artificial intelligence and the machine learning or the understanding of this that will give you a kind of an overview understanding, take you from the very beginner step to a particular level. Now, there it comes across and it has three routes. One is towards the coming to the visualization engineering, like you want to work as a data visualization. One, you go with the natural language processing. One, you want to work with the vision intelligence. So when you come across the specialization domains, then from there you divert to the specialization and you get to choose where you want to be a specialist in. Now, obviously, you understand once you become a specialist in this domain and you are certified as a specialist, each and every specialist has its own, you know, like like takers in the market and a different thing to talk about. Okay, different like story to talk about. So specialization is the area where IIT Dhanbad is giving you, along with an overview from the very basic to a kind of a knowledge level to the artificial intelligence where you're prepared to take up this specialization. So these two wonderfully curated courses are there for you, whether you are a beginner or a seasoned player. It is for you to take it up and work with it. Okay, so this is going to give you an immense, a career opportunity to enhance your career. And see, although I am from TCS, I'm grateful to TCS ION to actually come across with IITs to, design these kind of career and these kind of courses for like individuals to come across. So this is an immense opportunity to actually for everyone.
Wonderful. In fact, Debashish, we have a question from Bijoy. He says that the one who is not having any experience or background in Python, can they opt for this course?
Yes,
So,
I'll tell you something. Yes, yes, very rightly question. See, if I talk about IIT KGP or in this course, see, there is a Python, like it of comes across with a kind of a brush up and a kind of a free course in Python along with the course itself. So even if you're not like conversant with Python, then you can go through this course. It is free of cost. It comes as a bundle and you can take it up yourself as your at your own self pace, and you can like learn and master this. So if you have, I would like to say that if you have any idea about programming or if you have a logical sense of mind, because program is nothing but your logical sense of mind putting it in some syntactic flavors. So if you have a logical sense of mind, well, the career is yours, the roadmap is yours, and the future is yours.
Bijoy says, thank you for considering my question. So thank you, Debashish, for answering his question. So this is all, you've seen, we've put links for you just click on the link. In case if you have any questions, maybe right, not right now, if you have any queries, maybe future, you can always reach out to us at info.tcsionhub@tcs.com. So this is shared in the chat. You all can check that. Uh, and if you all have any more questions pertaining to the course, or maybe any more questions that you'll have that we've not touched upon, you all can put those questions in the chat box right now, and we'd be more than happy to answer it. Yeah, Devashish, over to you. You want to
Yeah,
say
thank you
something?
so much. I just saw one question. I think Arnab was the one who asked that how is cybersecurity role or domain is tagged along with artificial intelligence? Okay, that's a very pertinent question actually. That's why I thought of picking that up. See, the thing is that today the cybersecurity domain itself is being curated, and all the tools that we are using is now AI powered. Say for example, if the previously when we say for example whenever we are doing a kind of a crawling or a searching, or if we want to prevent a particular attack, if you want to find an attacker or an intruder into the system, previously it was straight away we used to identify the source and all these things. So now artificial intelligence itself, along powered by like the cybersecurity different tools, has given an enhanced scope to track in this particular area and to understand the mechanism of working. So if, be it a cyber security or a cyber defense, or even if it is a cyber forensic, artificial intelligence is now an integral part of each and every cybersecurity domain and course. Okay, so even if you're using, say, IoT security, if you're using cloud security, if you're using cyber security, then each and every tool is now powered by AI to give you an enhanced version of prevention, control, attack, defense, whatever you talk about. So if you go along with any particular course, understanding AI as the basic backdrop of everything is like very important.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. So, Netik, again, once again, he says that, will it be difficult for people who are not educated in this background? Netik, I want to tell you that we've come up with these courses, especially whoever have the skill, whoever have the passion to learn, you all can join these courses. And the professors there will handhold you throughout the session, and they will take you through. So, I'm sure it will really be, a boon to you. Just join this course, you'll know more about it. And so Aman says that I want to learn data analysis. This is the course for you, Aman. You can just click on any of the links and you would get to know more about it. ISI, IIT ISM Dhanbad specifically has something about
Yes,
data analysis.
yes,
Yeah, you
exactly,
can.
exactly, Swapnil. I was just pointing to that.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Also, I want to say that Ashwini says, thank you, sir, for giving this information to us. It was really, Jyoti says it was a valuable session. Even Naina says the same thing. Thank you so much for your feedback.
Thank you.
It means a lot to us. And also, once again, Shreya says thank you. Thank you so much for all your comments and your feedback. It means a lot to us. Uh, that's all from us. It's been a wonderful session. Throughout the session, y'all have been posting things in the chat, and y'all have been asking questions. It shows that y'all are inclined towards learning more, and we would have more such sessions for you soon. And I just want to give a thanks to our speaker Devashish. You've made it
Thank
so
you, Swapnil.
easy for the audience. I'm sure that everyone from the working professional to who's studying right now would have understood the way that you've explained your PPT, with the diagrams, with the roles, with the used cases. So thank you so much. And yeah, any last thoughts or any last comments, Debashish, to
No,
the
it was
wonderful
really
audience?
wonderful being here. And thank you, Swapnils, for wonderfully holding this session throughout. It had been immensely like beautifully coordinated, I would like to say. And it was really like extraordinary moderation. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I just want to like to thank my team who's working on the background, and happy learning to all, and have a pleasant evening. Thank you so much. Bye bye.
Thank you. And participants have been really like engaging and interactive. Thank you, everyone. I really appreciate the way you coordinate, like interacted with each and everything and your pertinent questions and all. So it's really engaging. And when the participants are like so much interactive, it gives immense pleasure for the speaker to actually interact and talk.
You're
So
right.
thank you so much, everyone.
In fact, Devashish, the thank you comments are just pouring in. As we are talking, the thank you comments are just pouring in. So, uh, thank you once again. Have a lovely time, every one of you all,
Thank
and happy learning.